Good evening, guys. Uh, let's talk about the trades we did today. As you all are aware, I asked you guys to keep an eye on three stocks in particular. That would be Hindalco, Heromoto, and Tata Motors. The reason why I took, or rather, I chose these three stocks is clearly mentioned in the file I have attached earlier this morning. So have a look at it. You'll understand why these three stocks were taken. If not, get in touch. We'll have another session regarding that. All right. So let's get back to our Heromoto trade. So as always, we'll mark the previous day high, previous day low, weekly high, weekly low. That is previous week high, previous week low. In this case, the previous week high is the same as previous day high. Okay. So now when it comes to stocks, there are a few more levels that I would like to mark. This being the 3rd of October, we have marked the previous day's high and low. Other than this, we will mark the 28th and the 27th highs and lows. Okay, 27th high, 27th, 28th high, both marked with red, 27th low and 28th low marked in green. In this case, 28th low is same as previous week low, so I've just drawn only one line. Okay, so once this is done, we'll get back to the 1 minute chart. Okay, so we'll wait for the market to open. Once the market, as you can see, has opened around 3051 levels, so that's within the range of previous day, as in it's within previous day high and previous day low. So when this happens, this basically means that it's not a trending opening. Generally, when you get trending opening, those days generally you can see a good movement coming in that particular counter. Okay, but when it opens within the previous day range, generally price tends to move within the previous day's range. Okay, it'll go to the high and then take rejection and then come down and go to the low and again go on top. No, it'll do the zigzag kind of movement, but within the previous day range. Okay, so we can get a trending opening. So now what we need to do is that we need to wait for the price to hit one of the levels that we marked on the chart. So in this case, you can see once it hits those levels, obviously it's going to form a price action, and depending on that, we decide whether we want to take a long or a short trade. All right. So as you can see, the price came, hit this level. For the first time, it hit one of the levels that we had marked. So at around 922, it hit 27 September high. Okay, and immediately broke it. So basically, 27 September high did not give us any support, and the price is basically telling me that it wants to go down further. But there is no price action that has been formed, so I cannot blindly short the market over here. I mean, yeah, if I would have done, I would have made good money, no doubt about that. But then at the same time, price could have come down and then boom, shot back up. Then what do you do? Then you sit with huge losses, right? Because I short here, where is what's my stop loss going to be? This. No, there's no defined stop loss, right? Because you blindly took a trade. So you have to wait for price action to form to give you a signal where one should enter, where one should keep a stop loss. All right. So let's continue with the story. So price broke below 27th September high, came further down, couldn't make any higher highs. As you can see, it came down. These two green candles, if you notice, they may be green, but they have not made a higher high compared to the previous candle. If you have a look over here, let me, where is that? You see the high. I'm marking the high here. Okay. You see the high of 29.27. It's 32.27.4. The high of 926 is 32.27.4. Both are same. Got equal highs, but the high is not gone higher. 27th high is not higher than 926 high. Likewise, 928 high is in fact lower than the 927 high. 928 high is lower than 927 high. So candles may be green, but they are not forming a higher high. So hence I cannot consider this as as market coming and taking a bounce. Alright, so it came down, it broke 27 September high, it came further down, it broke 28 September high, again giving me indication the price wants to go down further. yet again not forming any price action. Price goes down, and this is the first time somewhere on this level. If I may mark somewhere around this level is when price started making a higher high from here. The 937 candle compared to the 936 has made a higher high. Nowhere else, if you note, price has made a higher high. Okay, a positive candle, a green candle. It's made a higher high over here. See, the 925 candle made a higher high compared to the 924 candle, but it's not a positive candle, as in it's not a up move candle. Okay, because its close is lower than its open. Okay, here the close is higher than its open, and it's gone. This 937 candle has gone higher, or has made a high higher than the 936 candle. So this green line signifies my interim low. Okay, so if I want to short the market, I want, as of now, as of 937, if I want to short the market, I want price to go below this. Then I will think of shorting the market. Until then, I'm not. So market goes up, goes further up. Here also you see these two candles are not making lower low. So it's not, price has not gone up and come down over here. It might seem as though price has come down, but if you have a look, the low is not lower than this. 940 low is not lower than 939 low. 939 low is not lower than 938 low. But the 941 candle has made a lower low, but at the same time it closed above the high of what? It closed above the high of 940 candle. See, 940 candle high is 3017.05. 941 close is 3017.45. Get it? So basically, the price is telling me that no interim high is formed. It's just a continuation. It's just a hoax. So price continued climbing up, and this is the first time where price. This is the first time the 944 candle you see. This is the first time where price started falling, because look at the 945 candle, it made a lower low compared to the 944 candle. All right. Immediately the 946 candle made a higher high. So this, what is this telling me? This is telling me that another interim low has formed here, right? And for price now at 946, when this candle closed, I got an interim low, I got an interim high. If I want to go higher, I'll wait for price to break this, create price action, only then I'm going to go higher. If I want to go low, I'll wait for price to break this, create price action, then go lower. And exactly at 947, price broke the interim low of 945. When that happens, this particular candle of 946 is my order block, bearish order block candle. Reason being, whenever a low is broken, alright, for you to draw a bearish order block, whenever the low that you have marked, an interim low that you have marked is broken, the last bullish candle before the low was broken, that entire candle you mark as your bearish order block, and you wait for price to get back to the order block, you short. So the low of this particular candle is 3018.65. I placed a sell order at 3018. Alright, and as you can see, the very next candle, 948 candle, came back within this range and price dropped from there. Now, when we trade stocks, or rather when I trade stocks, I like to keep my first target at 0.5% per price. Now, 0.5% of 3018 would be this 3003 levels. As you can see, price came in and straight away hit our levels. As soon as price hit our level at 957, I sold 50% of my 50% of the quantity I was holding, and the balance I traded the stop loss to cost. In this case, the cost be 3018. Now, I forgot to mention one thing. When we took this trade at 3018, my stop loss was here, this candle, 327. I mean, if you want to keep your stop loss a little more tighter, you can keep the high of your order block 1-2 pips above that as a stop loss. But since this and this were more or less equal, I took this as my stop loss. Alright, and that's how I place my stop loss. Price came hit our levels. I sold 50%, balance 50% at trade to cost. Price went up a little bit and again came and closed below 27 September low. When this happened, I trailed my stop loss to this level of 3008. So I shot at 3080, took half out at 3003, trailed my stop loss to 3008, and then at around 10:26 is when this 3000 trailing stop loss got hit. So in this trade alone, one could have easily made 6 to 8%, depending upon where you took your entry. Okay, so it's not bad that you make 6 to 8% in a day. It's fantastic if you could make 6 to 8% in a trade. Alright, with minimum risk and pretty decent profit. Alright, so this is how I take my trade. Go through the video, try to understand my logic behind it. Okay, see 3 4 times. If you still have any doubts, get back. We can always have a discussion. Alright, take care and keep learning. Cheers.